We are forced to pay a television license. That means if you buy a television in your home and receive live television, you must have a license. The purpose of this license fee, which is some 150 odd pounds a year, is to primarily fund the BBC, the bastion of excellent, unbiased news coverage, and other things. And in fact, to be honest, since Jeremy Clarkson left, I don't even watch Top Gear now, so there's nothing on the BBC for me. But we're obliged, even if you don't watch the BBC, you have to pay for it. Well, what happens if you don't pay for it, Hayden? I hear you screaming at your monitors. Well, I'll tell you what happens. They send you millions of letters, send people to your door, tell you lies about TV detector vans, and then eventually, when the old lady they invariably target is brutalized into submission by some fucking horrible prick from a debt collection agency, it goes to court. And if you still don't pay, it's £1,000 fine or imprisonment. Sorry, and imprisonment. You can be put in prison in the UK for refusing to fund a corporation whose existence now is simply to compete with private companies. Because that's all it does. It tries to compete on light entertainment. It can pay its stars huge salaries because, let's face it, it's easy to spend money that isn't yours. And some people are happy with this. I mean, we've always known there are a lot of cunts in the world, right? Yeah, well, a lot of them like the BBC. This is what they do. You know, well, it's only so many pence a week, you understand. Well, those are my pence. That's my fucking money, and I might not want to give it to the BBC. So this has been rolling on for years and years, and now some politicians are starting to smell a bit of blood in the water, especially conservative ones that don't like the BBC very much. And they're looking for solutions to the problem. Now, one solution put forward was the decriminalisation of the licence fee. And everyone thought this was great because once it's not a criminal issue, none of us will fucking pay it and it'll be fine. It will be worse because they'll do everything through the civil courts, which is much cheaper, much easier for them, and will give a lot of business to companies like Marston's. So fucking bailiffs, those low-life, fucking lowest of the low, couldn't even make it as an estate agent, motherfuckers, around banging on your door with, you know, some shit fucking warrant from a magistrate and they're carting off all your stuff to pay for the BBC. Not ideal. Now, I was about to suggest how you could illegally deal with this. That's a bad idea, isn't it, Graham? I'm not supposed to do that. Now, I have to pay mine. I have to pay mine. Haven't always paid mine, but I do have to pay mine just because my wife's uncomfortable with me standing at the door arguing with these sort of people.
I've got the same deal. We don't use terrestrial TV, and yet we fucking pay for it every year. And it's her fault.
It was that one that came and said we hadn't been in long, and they were straight round. I think we'd lived in the house, you know, about a month. And no, not even a month. I was saying we'd had the house month. We'd only moved in, you know, like 4 or 5 days, and they were knocking on my door. I said, well, I don't watch TV. Do you mind if I have a look? I said, I'm not letting you in my house. Who the fuck are you? No. Well, I'll just look through the window. I said, I've got a wife and child in there. Do not look through my fucking windows. So he got a bit grumpy. And then he said, right, I guess we'll have to take this the legal route then, sir. I said, I suppose we will. I said, oh, to do that, you'll be needing my name, won't you? And he went, yes, what's your name? Fuck off. For some reason, and this is why you don't want to go in civic. If you park in a car park and stay there too long, they can reach out to a government department and get all your information and find you. For some reason, the BBC at the moment can't do that. If you don't tell them who you are, you're just occupier. And I don't believe that occupiers can be taken to court. I believe you have to have a name. So I'm not suggesting you do that. I'm just saying that's what does happen. I've watched the videos on YouTube, Graham. I know how this shit works. So, solutions to the licence fee issue. Well, the government has suggested a subscription model. You know, like Netflix. When everyone's got better broadband. So not now. kick it down the road another few years so another few old ladies can go to prison for a while. Because that's nice. And subscription model. Because if the BBC are that great, they should be able to stand on their own 2 feet, shouldn't they, Graham? It should be completely possible.
We are relentlessly reminded what good value for money it is. So let's compete.
Everyone would pay for it, right? Now, for some reason, the BBC don't seem terribly happy with this solution. I don't know why, because they are excellent value for money and clearly create compelling programming and excellent news coverage, and so people would be only too happy to subscribe, I am sure. But the BBC don't seem as confident. So what they've decided says, we've got a better idea. If you don't like the license fee, we understand, and we don't like the subscription fee. Here's what should happen. The government should place an additional tax on broadband to pay for it. So they want to put like £150 worth of tax on your fucking broadband to pay for the BBC. So you're paying the BBC every time you're there, rubbing one out to Pornhub, having a jolly good time, funding some chinless pricks down in London who can't get a job anywhere else, so their uncle or their dad or their fucking sugar daddy get them into the BBC and they've got a job for fucking life in a bloated, senseless, dreadful corporation funded by us, forcibly. Most of these people wouldn't last 10 minutes in commercial television. I say most because I've met some really cool people that work at the BBC. By the same token, there's a whole lot of shit they don't fucking need. And for a start, no publicly funded organisation should be paying Gary Lineker £1 million a fucking year to do Match of the Day. Especially not when he's moonlighting on BT Sport as well. Prick. Jughead, fucking crispy cunt. His brothers are good. And have you seen his brother?
No.
Oh, he's fucking brilliant. He'd fuck a barbershop floor, that man. He's off his fucking face. Check it out, I've forgotten his name, but it's Gary Lineker's brother.
Can someone tweet it at me, please?
Yeah, absolute shitheel. He's fantastic. So I'm not buying fucking any of this. Tax on my broadband, you fucking cunts. How dare you? Broadband's expensive enough as it is. That goes up year on year in line with inflation, plus 2.3%. You know, it's just a fucking joke. And the BB, fuck them.
I tell you what, the thing that hits on that as well is your Sky and your Virgin and your BT. They'll up the prices and go, well, what can we do? You know, but they'll absorb it more than the little guys will. You know, it's this solidifying them. They'll be fine ultimately.
Oh yeah.
You know, they'll be like, sorry, this is a new thing, but you don't have to pay your TV license. The little guys though, they won't be able to absorb that loss as easy.
No, not at all.
And you know, all your. I don't even know what they are, but we've got hundreds of broadband companies, haven't we?
That shit one from Yorkshire.
Yeah, that's what I thought of the Yorkshire one that I'm not going to use. But you know, they should be allowed to. Of course they should.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
All of them in the ear with an ear fucking machine. I don't want a TV license. I don't want the BBC in my house.
No,
I don't need it. Junior mostly sits on his Roku fucking stick all day watching fucking God knows YouTube videos for the most part. Yeah, at night I might watch Netflix.
Yeah, same.
If the telly's on, we can just leave it on any channel because we don't sit there watching it. It's just noise.
I'll just chuck a crap film on Netflix and half watch it. I don't care. I think for me, I am a political junkie and I love following all that. And I used to like some of the stuff. Andrew O'Neill, fucking stunning. Yeah. Like whatever his personal politics is, he's a phenomenal broadcaster.
Oh, he's always entertaining to watch.
But they've got rid of him, and then Politics Live is just like, right, today we've got a Tory politician, and then to provide balance, they've got a communist. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? This is insane. Like, it's like, I want no part of this anymore, you know? And again...
Well, the other part is when people say to me, well, you'll pay £10 a month Netflix is going up to. So you'll pay £120 a year for Netflix and then Amazon Prime. So, yes, I will, because Netflix is investing £1 billion into the UK economy this year. Amazon drops shit off at my house. But you know what the most important thing is? I don't have to.
It's consent, isn't it?
It's absolute consent. I can decide not to watch it. And here's the other one. If I watch ITV, I still have to pay for BBC. If I watch Netflix and not Amazon, Jeff Bezos does not take me to court. You know, it's your choice. We need choice. You know, it's got to be choice.